Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I would like to apologize for the breaking transmission. It was due to circumstances beyond my control and I apologize for that. But going forward you'll be getting more videos for me. So today is an eventful day for me because I have a Long Beach event which I'm currently at. It's happening at the convention center at Eco Hotel. And after there, I'll be heading to the GTBank Fashion Weekend, which will form majorly part of this vlog. So, guys, sit back, relax, and enjoy this fun ride. Thank you. And I'm here with Chizoba.
Hello. Okay, can we find out what first? Hi. Yes, we're here live and direct for the Long Beach 7th anniversary celebration here at the Eco Hotel. I wish you all were here because I know it's going to be big and we're going back with our gifts.
Yes.
Green Street, 200,000 naira voucher. Come sign up under me and I'll take you up to that, give you that financial freedom. That's what Long Beach does. Okay?
Okay, this is a week only for 1% People of God, I can't stay for this Long Beach event. You need to see the crowd at the convention center. Like the whole Nigeria and Ghana and Cameroon, they came together. I can't stay. Wow. And I have a masterclass by Ogidi women at 12:30 and I'm supposed to be there 30 minutes before the masterclass. So I'd rather go to the GTBank Fashion Weekend masterclass. So I'll be heading to GTBank now. I'm leaving Eco Hotel now. My phone is about to go off and the cord that I came with, my power bank, is not charging my phone. This shouldn't be happening. Okay, I'm currently at the venue for the GTBank food and drink event. Yeah. Okay, so this is it. They gave me this, their famous hand fan and a bottle of water. Yeah. GTBank.
Next 20 seconds, let's see your best smiles. 10, look at the stage, 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for your host today, Aisha Shaidu Balogun.
Welcome, very Nigerian of us. Thank you guys and welcome again to the GTBank Fashion Weekend. We're really excited you're all here. And to start the excitement today, we're gonna have a pretty good speaker. Let me just run part of the world from New Zealand to Paris and now London. So you can call him a global citizen of fashion. So he trained at Central St. Martin's in London, where he studied business and his degree was in fashion design and his master's was in pattern making. So the only runway show the Queen has gone for, the Queen of England, where she sat front row, was actually at his show in London, so he's a pretty big deal. He's also received the Dorchester Collection Fashion Prize, and his dragon dress is in London's Victoria and Albert Museum permanent collection. He's been the first Chinese designer to have their collection in the museum. So he's a really, really, really big deal, guys. But before he comes on stage, we're going to just show a very short video so you can see him in camera before he comes on stage. So guys, let's roll the video.
惬意的地方。我每次回国都会尽可能的去抽时间去山里走走，我很喜欢老山，我觉得是一个很宁静的地方。出国的时候，我17岁到了新西兰的时候，人生地不熟，我句英文都不会说。因为新西兰是一个岛嘛，然后我住的地方其实离海边很近，然后我就每天就觉得从这个空旷这个海就可以去看到青岛，因为海是相通的。我给我母亲写了一封信，然后我什么都没说，我就是在信里说感谢你让我飞。东方文化是一个比较内敛的文化，西方是。
Okay guys, so I'm about to introduce him on stage. Can't remember how you were clapping for me and I was smiling like Miss World coming on stage. So we need you to clap and scream. I'm going to scream, say his name, but then he has to feel the energy of this room. So guys, are we ready? Yeah. You don't sound like we're ready. Are we ready? Yeah. Okay, so warm round of applause for Huishan Zhang. So as you can see, the crowd is really excited to have you. So welcome to Lagos.
Thank you very much.
Have you been finding it? Have you been finding Lagos so far?
Great. Yeah,
great.
It's quite hot, but nice.
Yes. So what did you have in mind when you decided to launch your label?
I think it's like when you design something beautiful, it's a freedom of expression of what you're thinking at the moment. I think it's really the moment is capture everything. I think it's when you design, you're thinking about the woman in the dress, and you're thinking about the culture blend that you want to express in your own way. So somehow it's a very natural process. Yeah.
So it's a natural process. It's when you think about your customer, how you want to dress your customer. That's
exactly. I mean, once you like decide you want to be a designer, I think this is a job that you're thinking you're gonna literally keep doing for quite a long time. It's something that has to be really, you can feel it, and then it's something that you can feel, you make another people also feel the same as well. So it's really creating a connection between you and your audience. Yeah.
So as you guys know, well, I mentioned in the beginning, Huishan is actually born in China. Then he went to school in New Zealand. Then he was in Paris.
Yeah.
And then he went to school in Central Marketing in London. So after you've been to all these places, why did you decide to have your flagship in London?
I think London is a special city. Obviously, go to London because of the dream. When you were a student, you're thinking all the big designers like McQueen, Galliano. At the time, you feel you want to be one of them, and you want to study fashion in London because it's good. And pretty much I followed my dream, go to London, studied. After that, I built a community of my own, my friends. So feel is like already so attached to the city, and London has become a home from China. So therefore, it's very natural to actually decide to build a career, stay there, and then obviously my first flagship is really proudly, in London as well. Yeah.
So when you started, did you feel like you had to leave China to make it in fashion, to go to New Zealand or Paris or London? Do you feel if you had stayed in China, you would still be as successful as you are now?
Yeah, there's, not only me, it's like the Chinese designer is already like a wave in the world of fashion. Like there's not only me, in the West, also there's quite a lot of Chinese designers stay in China, grow in China, and made their name as well. I think it's the whole point of me actually going overseas at the time is just, thinking back, almost 10 or 18 years ago, that there's not much of things that you can do at the time in China. That I cannot really learn fashion design at the time. People have the concept of fashion design is quite vague. So somehow, just naturally that I have the opportunity to come overseas, and then I didn't really even realize I can do in fashion design until I literally see that experience, and then I fall in love. Yeah.
That's fantastic. So Huishan is all about culture, and one thing the Chinese and African people have in common is culture. We're very big on culture. As you can see from my outfit, culture. You can see a couple of ladies in the audience as well. I'm rocking Ankara, Adire. So culture is really, really big for us. Do you feel that designers that have rich cultural experience?
I think it's just like misconception of what made in China stand for. I think for certain time at the beginning, people come to China, they want to produce cheaper, more accessible goods for the world, which is understandable. Therefore, the quality may be compromised in certain way because of the marketing, etc. But for me, when I look at what made in China, obviously I come from China. I always see things differently because I'm there. I experience everything. I know what's good about China. It's not only about those mass product. It's also about showing your culture, and then literally representing your heritage. So I literally, from that point, I have this concept which actually built around my brand is really representing another side of what made in China. It's because it's so diverse. You cannot really pigeonhole made in China to one specific product. I think it's really, it's also about timing. It's like basically my brand growing up also with the fast development of my own country's economic boom. Also, it's about the culture, recognition of your own. So I think it's really launching the brand in the right time, and then really appreciated by people who are sharing the same dream as me. Either from the West, people want to see another side of China, or from China, people want to represent another side of China. So I think along the way, we get a lot of support by pushing this idea through, because even at the time, when you launch an idea which is not even exist, it's very tough. It's not like we have the factory, the atelier to support us. We don't. We literally want to build everything from I've been appointed by Vogue for to be editor-in-chief of Vogue China 15 years ago. Then when China actually don't really have much of fashion magazine, so for her to actually sit on this idea of having the first ever Vogue China is very pioneer, also revolutionary for China. If you're thinking back 15 years ago, China never be considered as one of the most important luxury market in the world. Now everybody knows, right? So thinking back 15 years when she started, everything has to be set up from scratch. So it's when, I set up my business, 7 years ago, where I literally have this made in China brand that's actually trying to, representing China in another angle. So pretty much, the way that we met each other, exchanged the idea. Obviously, she's a pioneer not only for me, to champion, not only champion me, also many another Chinese designers will really, have this whole idea of appreciate the culture, and then really building something together. It's really creating a fashion community, representing China in the stage of, in the world stage. I think it's really come very natural. And obviously Angelica's support is being incredible. And, she's very experienced. She gave me lots of mentorship as well, helped me a lot. I think it's really, we understand, together, she supported lots of Chinese designers together with me. We're creating a force together, it's joint force, always
so
much more stronger.
Chinese fashion force.
Yeah, it's always much stronger. I think it's for that case.
Okay.
Thank you, Huishan. So if I understand very well, you're based in London. How important is it for you to, as a Chinese designer, to be based in London? And do you think that if you stayed in, say, Beijing or Shanghai, you'd have achieved the same level of global success as you have today?
Yeah, I think, for me, I'm just naturally based in London because I live in London for so long already. And then London gave me a lot. It's a diversity city. It's a city of mixing pot of culture. I think, we see, Africa culture there. We see Arabic culture, Chinese culture. I think culture is really something I feel appreciate, in London. As I said, there's already not only me. There's already another Chinese designer, also, either from the West, also, in China still. They already make their wave, so together we actually make a much stronger wave. So I think where you are, where you decide to actually base your, career is not that important. It's really if your dream gonna lead you to that place. Thank you.
Oh guys, it's time up. Time is up, but thank you so much. Thank you, Huishan.
Thank you so much for having me.
All that questions.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. And the audience has been perfect as well.
Thank you.
So guys, I'll take a selfie with the audience. I'm going to send it to Huishan's phone afterwards. Okay. Guys, can we see you? I need hands up and people screaming. Thank you.
Thank you so
much.
Thank you.
Come on, take center stage at the master.
Madam, I'm still with you. Okay, this is what I've left the masterclass now. This is what the hall looks like. They have another masterclass by 1:45, but I don't think I'm going to attend that one because I'm very hungry. I need to go and eat, yeah? So I would look for something to eat now, and I would come back for the masterclass by 3:15. So meanwhile, these are just a few of the things that people are selling on Fashion Weekend.
I love this one. Thank you. Thank you. I love that. Mrs. B. Can I please get a picture with all of you? Yes, yes, yes. All of us.
Hello. I'll come back. I'll come back. I use Ajali, so I'll come back.
It's the GTBank Fashion Weekend. Shout out to everybody who decided to come out today. Outside, we have a number of vendors, food vendors at that. We have Loretto chops. These guys make the best small chops.
If you're thirsty out there.
Yeah.
This call for small chops is actually for me. Let me go and eat a bag.
Have you cool off here.
Yeah, man, because it's hot.
So these are some vendors came to display. This is called raffia. So that's it. Guys, my battery is low, very low. I think I would end this vlog here. So please kindly like this video if you enjoyed it. I'm so sorry my battery is low. This is where I have to stop. So kindly like this video if you loved it, and share this video with your friends. Ask them to subscribe. You can as well subscribe so that you get a notification anytime I post a new video. I'll be attending the rest of the master classes, but I'll do a separate video for that. But for this particular video, I think it's long enough, so I'll be ending this vlog here. Bye guys.